Oh my God. This is a long one. I don't even have my glasses either. I just noticed that. Oh well. Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit after my sister demanded I stop bringing my boyfriend to family events? A real poo mode activated situation. I, 20M, have been dating my BF Ryan, 22M, for about a year. My sister Amanda has a 4-year-old Jack. After a family barbecue last month, Amanda pulled me aside and said, "Hey, just so you know, it might be better if you don't bring Ryan to the next few family gatherings." Oh, I get it. It's because you're gay. How does the poo mode get activated? You almost kind of... Is it poo mode activated? Does that mean everyone truly sucks ass here? I guess we'll find out. A 4-year-old Jack. I don't know why. Jack seems like the gender. Just normally, I'm so used to them putting like 4M that I kind of just like... I read 4-year-old Jack and I think the gender is Jack. We're having a Jack. I asked her why, and she got all awkward, saying, "Jack's been asking questions about you and Ryan, and I don't think he's old enough to understand all that yet." Okay, but like, he can hang out with mom and dad, right? And pieces that together, maybe? At what point are you old enough? It's like those people that believe that, I don't know if it was as simple for everyone else, but I knew at one point, girls... Yeah, they have cooties, but they're kind of cute, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... I feel like some people are under the impression that you could totally convert a straight kid, but I remember kind of realizing, like, now I know these girls have cooties, but maybe the cooties are worth it, you know? I was like 5, you know what I mean? I don't know what was going on when I was 4, barely remember it, but I do remember in kindergarten having a Valentine's and just being like, wait, this girl thing. I don't know. It's just weird how some people seem to think that you can somehow just like convince a child. Now, you're gay, bud. Trust me. I know you think girls are cute, but you actually like boys. You're a gay man. Boy. You're a gay boy. Anyways, I told her we weren't exactly putting on a pride parade in her yard. We were literally just eating hot dogs and chatting with family. She replied, "It's just confusing for him. You know how kids are." I was mad but kept it together and said, "If Ryan isn't welcome, maybe I just won't come either." She sighed and said I was being dramatic. Last week, Amanda called me, panicked, because her babysitter canceled. I told her I couldn't because Ryan and I already had plans. She begged, saying she was desperate, and I finally snapped. "Why do you want me babysitting Jack? What if I accidentally expose him to my terrifying gay lifestyle? God forbid he sees me and Ryan together." Amanda blew up. She accused me of using Jack to make a point and said, "This isn't about Ryan. It's about you being spiteful. You're punishing Jack because you're mad at me." She told my parents, and that's when real drama started. My mom called me, ooh, British, and said I was being selfish for letting a small disagreement ruin my relationship with Amanda. I told her it wasn't small and reminded her of Amanda's comment about confusing Jack. Mum brushed it off, saying she's just doing what's best for her child. I said, "What about what's best for me? Why do I have to hide the part of my life to make her comfortable?" My dad sided with me. He said Amanda was being narrow-minded and told her kids aren't confused by love. They're confused by people acting like it's something to hide. Ooh. Damn, Dad. Base dad. I'm sure there's people, you know, anti-gay in the comments. There's always a possibility. And I don't care, you know, let them live their lives, man. You know, it's not like, you know, if him and Ryan are showing up to the Thanksgiving event, just sucking each other off at the table, well, then by all means be like, whoa, this is too much. But the kid will be all right, man. You know, if you're worried about him potentially turning gay, I just don't think that's how it works. I think that people are more comfortable now with their sexuality, which is why you hear about more gay men than you would have, say, I don't know, 50 years ago or even 20 years ago. But it's just not really, like, it's a pretty straightforward thing. Like, I'd imagine that if you're a gay man, at one point you just went, boys are cute. And at one point I went, girls are cute. That's it. That's the difference. Really, it's just that simple. Amanda then put the drama into the fam group chat. My uncle said it's not homophobic to want to protect your kid from topics they're not ready for. Why push it? This set off my cousin. She said, if Jack's old enough to understand that Amanda and Mike are married, then he's old enough to understand Uncle Me has a boyfriend. She accused Amanda of being a hypocrite and called out my uncle too, saying, let's not make this about your own outdated beliefs. She also called Amanda a stuck-up bitch. And my uncle called my cousin a drama queen. My aunt chimed in on the family chat saying, I don't agree with Blank's lifestyle, but we should still support each other. My grandmother replied, support doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Your family's all over the place. Amanda's husband, Mike, texted me saying, look, I don't have an issue with you or Ryan, but this is getting out of hand. Amanda's just trying to avoid awkward questions from Jack, not insult you. I told him it's already insulting. Would she say the same thing if I was dating or if I were dating a woman? He left me on scene. What awkward questions? What awkward, like, I can't wait for the day where we stop, like, all this, I don't know, reactionary, like, I guess, could you consider a culture war shit? And the moment a kid's like, Jack and Ryan, or I think Jack's the kid, but let's just say Jack and Ryan. Jack and Ryan are both boys. What's up with that? And you're like, yeah, boys can love other boys. It happens, you know? I love your mom in the same way Jack loves Ryan. And it really just is that simple. You don't really need to go into detail, you know? You don't need to be like, and that's why, you know, he puts it in his, like, you don't need to do any of that. You don't need to do any of that. They're just two men that like each other. Who gives a shit? Quite frankly, coming from, you know, a straight white dude, who gives a shit? Genuinely. It's just kind of wild. Like, does anyone just, like, get tired of this constant shit about, like, worrying what the LGBT community, like, is up to? I don't, like, I probably should have worded that better. What I mean is, I'm getting tired of people getting so insanely worked up about what they're up to because they're just regular fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so tired of, like, but the gay agenda. And sometimes the gay agenda is just like, okay, in this month, YouTube, the corner of the screen is a rainbow. And they'll recommend LGBT creators, but if you just click the X, then it goes away and you'll be all right. You don't have to, you know, you're not watching, you know, it's not like they're forcing it like, oh, an ad popped up. Oh, man. Oh, gay man. Oh, I'm going to lose. Who gives a shit? It just doesn't affect you. I guess unless you're religious. Not the asshole. If Jack is old enough to understand a man and a woman being together, he's old enough to understand a man and being together. True. I agree. I don't even want to read the top comments because I imagine it's Reddit, so everyone's going to be like, not the asshole, not the asshole. Your sister's homophobic, as are your uncle, grandma, and mom. I don't think the grandma is. Didn't the grandma say, like, something like, you're being disrespectful or something? Awkward questions. No, she's a bigot. So is half her family. Babysit Jack. Talk to him about your boyfriend and how people are very different from each other in very different ways. Unconfuse him. His jerk mother obviously isn't going to do it properly. The kid was never the problem. The sister is. Avoid awkward questions from Jack. Mommy, what's up with Uncle and Ryan? Oh, they're dating. Oh, okay. This is how it goes. How do they do sex? You need to teach your kids about sin and to avoid it. And it's really, really, really weird that some of you think sex is love. Wait, what? You need to teach your kids about sin and to avoid it? Sex is love? What is it? The gay men don't, it's not like gay men are fighting this battle to marry each other. No, they've only been fighting battles so they can have gay sex with each other. That's why they fight really hard for marriage. What the fuck are you talking about? Let these people get married. What is this weird shit? We really messed up on the separation of church and state here in the US of A. These have to be USians. You know what I mean? There's no one in the UK that cares about this shit. This is like a US person for sure. Because it's American Christians that, you're violating my First Amendment rights by involving religion in anyone's personal lives to the point where these two men just can't be whatever. It's crazy to me. Whatever. You're the asshole. I think Mike was right in what he said. Perhaps your sister is simply not ready to have that conversation with a 4-year-old. 4-year-olds ask a lot of questions. Do they kiss? Son, oh my God, son, I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it. I'll tell you what my answer to that would be. Yeah, I'd imagine, probably. You know, if my 4-year-old is like, do they be fucking? Then I'd be like, where did you learn that? You know? Then I'd maybe be like, did your uncle teach you about fucking? Then I'd be like, okay, he's 4 years old. But like, wait, they're two boys? Do they make out? I don't know. Maybe. Shit. Who cares? Look, keys. Like, fucking, you're 4. Play your Nintendo Switch, dude. I don't give a shit. What is this? I don't know. It's just it's crazy that we still live in an age where anyone. It's like, I know maybe it sounds apathetic by me, but like genuinely, the fact that there's people that throw little hissy fits about this, just let them fucking live their lives. Because you throw a fit and then they fight harder to be represented because they feel like they're being pushed against. Which, so you're basically just, if at any point, if they're living a life of sin, people, if you just chilled out for like a year, I promise you this would all blow over, and then gay dudes would just go about, like, they probably wouldn't even have a Pride Month. They'd be like, oh, well, I guess there's nothing to fight for. I don't know, man. It just kind of seems like we're in this cycle where people freak out about it, and then the people that live that lifestyle fight really hard to defend that lifestyle because there's people attacking it, and then it just kind of doubles upon itself over and over, when in reality it's just like, who cares? It's just some gay men and women. Let them live their life. Like, how fucking, it's annoying. It's just annoying that we still even have stories like this in 2024.